Mr. Wayne, your car just pulled around back.
I'd like to apologize for any confusion, sir. We didn't realize.
It's fine. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I don't have any...
That won't be necessary, sir. I want to thank you both for your discretion. I wish you would have told me you were returning, Master Wayne. I would have had a car waiting for you.
I wasn't expecting it to be an issue. I apologize if I interrupted anything.
Nonsense, Master Wayne. It's my pleasure. It's not every day the prodigal son returns. I'm sure the stale cigar smoke and escorts will be there another day. But yes, generally they do have a problem with expired passports re-entering the country. Especially with all the precautions they're taking nowadays. I enjoyed your postcards, by the way. Or at least I would have if you'd ever bothered to send me any.
I see you haven't lost your sense of humor, Alfred.
Neither have you, young man. Lotus kept up well. Grounds comes about once a week and mows. I go out there every so often with a fresh bouquet of flowers. I'll go ahead and take these in. I'm sure you want to take a moment to pay your respects.
No. Maybe later.
Everything has remained the same for the most part. Besides some minor alterations, everything is just as you left it. You look like them, you know. Both of them. I'm sure they'd be glad to know that the last of the Waynes looked and smelled like the streets of Gotham itself.
It's good to be home, Alfred.
It was your father's, back in his younger, more rebellious days before he met your mother. Actually, motorcycles were one of his favorite hobbies. I remember he had such a passion for building them.
Really?
Of course. There was more to Thomas Wayne than medicine and charities. I remember it making him feel like he was his own man, instead of the idea of where his father thought he should be. I put a set of clean towels and washcloths in the upstairs bathroom. When you're ready, just let me know what room you'd like to take and I'll unpack your things. Feeling better, I see. I've prepared you something to eat before supper. Yes, sir.
You really don't have to keep doing things like this. I appreciate you welcoming me home and being there when I needed you today, but you and I both know I'm not 12 anymore. I can fold my own clothes, and I think I'm capable of making myself something to eat.
Are you firing me, Master Bruce?
No, I don't want to get too comfortable with the way that things used to be.
I see.
Well, I don't mean to offend you, I need to feel less,
Privileged?
yes.
Might I remind you that when I was made your primary caregiver by the last will and testament of both your mother and your father, it did not stipulate when that care was to stop being given. Now, I can understand you're older and things have changed, but as you have been absent the Wayne estate for 10 years, you will have to put up with my hovering just a bit longer. Have you decided where I should place your things?
The library will be fine for now.
I'll put some blankets together and make a cot.
I'll be around if you need me.
There's something I've been meaning to tell you. For a long time now. Guess I assume that you've always known. I'm very grateful for you, Alfred. For all that you've done and all that you've tried to do. You've always been my voice of reason, and I couldn't have asked for it better. Thank you, Alfred. I truly don't deserve you.
Useful, sir. Useful as always.
Mindfulness, Bruce. You must remain mindful of your place in this world. Be careful to never forget that it is not about you, but what you can contribute to this life. That is where true humility begins. Humility, that is the key to peace. This world and its people will try to dominate that peace, but you must not let them. Like yourself, they are misguided but not lost, just as you once were. Never forget how far you have come. Resentment, anger, fear, these were the driving forces of your life. Now, you must continue to look inward, to redirect those feelings, to use that strength for good. It got you this far, but now you must go further. Let go of the past. Embrace the now. In this life, it is all that we have. There is no going back.
So he lives. Would you like a bit of breakfast or coffee, or are you too old for that as well?
Do we have any tea?
Of course. Do you have a preference?
How about I let you be the judge? Did you come knocking on my door this morning?
I thought about waking you, but then I decided you might like to sleep.
Thought I heard something. Well, so much for keeping it out of the press.
Some reporters with cameras were here early this morning. They're interested in your triumphant re-entry. Which brings the question, what are your plans for an agenda? I see the circus is in town. That might be a way to reintroduce you to the masses. We'll have to do a bit of shopping first.
Actually, I was thinking something along the lines of this.
Well, then you tell my nephew Johnny, who couldn't bother to be here for this meeting this morning, that he needs to get that crew in line.
Thank you, gentlemen. You have a lovely day.
Oh, well, don't run off. I mean, my friend and I are just getting comfortable. It'd be impolite if you didn't join us.
No, thank you. We just finished a rush, and I really gotta get back to work.
Come on, let someone else do those chores, huh? It's all right. It's all right. This one, huh? Woo! She likes it rough. It's okay, sweetheart. Here you go. There's your tip. Pull the car around. I gotta go hit the head.
Excuse me. Look, is there a way to make this table stop wobbling? I've looked up and down. I don't think I've really narrowed down the issue. That's simple, huh? Hey, thank you.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I guess I should be used to it by now. I'm just trying to get through finals, dude. You're the new guy, right? I'm Harleen.
Hey, just the person I was looking for. You did a good job today. This is for you. Tomorrow, we'll talk about your schedule for next week. Be here for 9, okay?
Watch.
That must be the working men. How was your first day? Is the massage in order? Master Bruce?
Alfred, what happened to Wayne Medical Center?
It shut down. Not long after their passing. The center was a place for people to go that couldn't afford to go elsewhere. My guess is that Wayne Enterprises couldn't afford to keep it open after they were gone. Why do you ask?
I saw evil today, Alfred. People living in fear. Fear of their own kind. Some oblivious to it, and some not. People are hurting, and those that can help do nothing. This is not how I remembered it, Alfred. People used to care for one another, help each other. Now they only focus on themselves. I don't recognize this city.
Perhaps the world hasn't changed. Only our view of it. These problems have always existed, since the beginning, I expect. But there are those of us who choose to do good. We do exist. Someone close to me once said, without evil, there can be no definition of what is good.
I shouldn't have come back. Maybe I needed more time. The world just seemed to make sense whenever...
When you were running from it?
I don't have time for this.
If not now, when? How long do you plan to keep running, young man? You stand there and you say that there are those who can help but do nothing, but what does that say about you? The world needs Bruce Wayne, sir. And if you ask me, it's about time you started embracing that fact.
Alfred, I left to find something I could not find here. No matter how hard I tried. The only thing left here for me was pain. I was angry.
And you still are. Look at you. You're going to let this thing destroy you. You don't see it, but I do. You are going to let the death of your parents define you. But as long as I live, I won't let you. There is so much more to be had for you in life than that. You're acting like a child.
I was a child. There was no life here for Bruce Wayne. There certainly wasn't a childhood. I had to grow up quickly, and I did it without understanding. I had to find that, and I had to do it in my own way.
A lot of good it did you. I was wrong. You weren't running from it. You brought it with you. And you gave it a place to sleep. And now you're back, and you're as angry as ever. A lot of good it did you indeed. Being a Wayne is a legacy, young man. It's a legacy your parents died for, and it's a legacy that dies with you. It's not just about wealth and privilege. Those things can be used for good as well as your own advantage. Your parents were a beacon of hope for this city. I pray that in time you find that hope as well.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming this evening. Unfortunately, Mr. Falcone sends his regrets.
You mean to tell us he isn't coming?
Mr. Falcone is tied up in an event this evening.
What's this all about, then?
Believe me, it is in your best interest that Mr. Falcone is unable to attend. Gentlemen, your business has become sloppy. Although we do have allies here in Gotham, Mr. Falcone still believes that there could be a more subtle way of doing things.
We were under the impression this wouldn't be a problem. By any means necessary, I believe you said?
As I said before, although we have made progress, there are still those who cannot be bought. This will take time.
And as we said before, I don't see how this is our problem. We were hired to do a job, and as far as I'm concerned, we are doing it.
Ah, yes, your thugs. Which brings me to this. No need to be alarmed, gentlemen. This is it. Straight from the island of Santa Prisca, your TN-1. Or, better known to you as Venom. As promised, direct out of human trials. Perhaps now you can get your teams in order. I'm sure Mr. Falcone would hate to have this discussion again. The days of cowboys and Indians are in the past, gentlemen. Now we look to the future. A future of soldiers.
You're right. And you always have been. For a long time now, I've been childish and stubborn. I've been acting as if I was the only one that lost someone. And that was selfish of me. My hope is that in time, I'm able to become the man that you see me to be. One that is a testament of the patience and time that you have put into my well-being. Alfred, I'm grateful. I really am. But until then, I am, and always will be, Bruce.
Oh dear.
Detective Gordon, would you like to comment on the events of last night?
I do apologize, but currently our office is not giving out any statements. As usual, you are more than welcome to make an appointment. Thank you.
Detective Gordon? Off the record.
Ms. Vale. The events of last night are a tragedy. Women, families, they're already running in fear. So before you go poking your nose around, please, let me do my job.
At least there are those of you who still want to.
Have a good day, Ms. Vale.
Shit.
Oh, I
It's fine. I got
apologize.
it.
Miss...
It's you.
Sorry, have we met?
I'm Vicky. Vicky Vale.
I'm Bruce.
I know exactly who you are. Every reporter in town has been trying to get in touch with you.
Huh.
And look at this. Lucky me.
Are you a reporter, Vicky?
Journalist.
Ah.
Mr. Wayne, I would love to sit down with you and be the first to have a one-on-one interview with you about your return to the big city. Whenever you're not busy, of course.
You have no idea.
I'll be waiting to hear from you. And check out my website. Oh, and my blog, Gotham First.
Excuse me. Detective, is it? You wouldn't happen to know where a guy could get a bite to eat around here, would you?
I might.
Could I interest you in lunch?
Oh, hereby. Come a long way from bussing tables, Mr. Wayne.
What gave me away?
City may seem small. It's not that small. Besides, you and your family are quite the legend around here. I'm sorry to hear about what happened, by the way. That must have been tough.
It's in the past. Are you not from here?
I grew up here. Till recently, I had been working in Chicago. My wife and I moved back about 2 or so months ago. Transfer.
What do you think about being back so far?
I don't. So, what brings you back after all this time?
Felt like it was time, I guess. To be honest, I'm not really sure.
Well, I'm sure the people of this city will be glad to have you back. Gives them a sense of hope. They can rise above too, you know. So what exactly are we doing here, Mr. Wayne?
Please call me Bruce.
Okay, Bruce. What are we doing here? Look, please, don't get me wrong. I appreciate this. I guess my biggest question would be, what made you want to go from being one of the richest men in the country to sweeping floors?
Who was that man yesterday? The one at the end of the table.
His name is Carmine Falcone, son of Vincent Falcone. And in time, you'll come to realize he runs more than half of Gotham now. Or what's left of it. Look, if you don't mind me
What
asking...
happened? My father? When I was younger, my father always spoke about the changes he wanted to see in the world. My mother shared the same vision. That's what made them so unique. But now, it's like that vision never existed. What happened?
what happened. Bruce, we live in a world that has been corrupted by fear. For as long as I can remember, organized crime has wanted to devour Gotham City as we know it. Years ago, it was a war between them. Now, from what I gather, they're all working together, infiltrating every law and branch of government created to stop them, bribing, buying. Recently, we've been dealing with a surge of missing women. No traces, no witnesses, no explanation whatsoever. My guess is something unspeakable. And to add to it, now we're looking at some type of drug. And not your average street drugs. I'm talking about something else. Take last night, for example. 7 injured, 2 dead. A group of thugs tried robbing the circus last night after it closed. No weapons. Just brute force. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. A few of the workers tried to intervene. Didn't end well. Now we got a kid going to foster care. Saw the whole thing go down. Lost the only family he had. He'll probably get lost in the shuffle. Just like everything else. There are those of us who try. Who believe in the oath we took.
What's his name? The kid.
Want some advice? Get back to work, Mr. Wayne. The city needs you. Times 100. And I think we could all use a little hope right about now. And look, thank you for today. It was nice to... yeah. Welcome back.
Thank you for everything.
Give me your hands. These are what brought you here. Mind, body, spirit. There is light and darkness within us all. Be careful which beast you feed. Now, what are you prepared to do?
Hey, man.
What are you gonna do, kill me? I see you got yourself a little taste too. Stuff's not bad, is it? You know, we could have got you some more. All you had to do was ask.
Where are you keeping them? The women.
I don't know who you're working for, but he'll find you. You're all dead and you don't even know it yet. I don't know. I'm just told where to find them. We don't even know their names.
The women. Tell me.
He's gonna do the same to me as he's gonna do to you.
Sounds like you need to start talking.
Wait. On the side of the building, there's a van. If you break open the glove box, there's a GPS inside. They haven't taken it already. Please, whatever you're gonna do, just do it quick. Because he won't.
You'll only wish you were dead. Bring this to Detective Gordon. The rest of the story is at Gotham General. Trust no one.
What time is it?
Almost noon. The year is 2025. We're on a flotation device in space, and the president is an orangutan. Are you all right?
Never better.
Long night? Come with me.
Chaos erupted last night in Gotham as a masked man decided to take the law into his own hands. On the scene now is Summer Gleason with the scoop. Summer?
Thank you, Jack. Behind me in downtown Gotham is now what is considered to be ground zero to one of the biggest human trafficking busts in our city's history. For several weeks now, multiple women across the state have gone missing, seemingly without a trace. Now, the answer to that riddle has been uncovered. Just last night, 4 women were brought to safety by a masked man and were rushed to Gotham General, all in need of severe medical attention. Officials say one of the women is currently in critical condition due to a drug overdose. Thanks to an anonymous source, the locations of past and future abductions led by these men, whose names remain unknown, were turned over to the authorities. Now an investigation
Alfred, I could.
Are there more of them?
and the why of these horrific events.
I'm not
But
sure.
several questions do remain. How
Will they be
many
safe?
others have and will fall victim to these crimes?
I'm not
And
sure.
who is behind this orchestration? But the biggest
Shame I had to
question
come to
about
this.
Who is this vigilante, and have we seen the last of them? Now I'm Summer Gleason, reporting live from the
You know, someone very
Times.
close to me
Back
once
to you,
said,
Jack.
without evil,
Thank you, Summer.
there could be
Our
no
thoughts and prayers
definition
go
of
out to
what
all the
is
victims and
good.
their families involved.
Now you're just showing off. I'm going to prepare your things and put them in the master bedroom. There'll be a repairman here shortly to fix the broken window in the library.
What happened?
From what I gather, something flew through it. There's a gift for you on the counter.
Today, let us define the term hero. To some of us, the word resembles caricatures of men or women who come to us in capes, an impossible image that we place on a pedestal above us all for the world to see. Some would say that they are victors of war, returning home, wearing medals, covering their wounds with sleeves of bronze. We speak of heroes as if they are a dying breed, a mythological being that once lived among us, but now is just a memory. But what if I told you that heroes still exist? That in the face of adversity and injustice, they live amongst us today, hiding in plain sight. They say the opposite of fear is faith, but I believe it is much simpler than that. I say that the opposite of fear is courage. It is an instinct that lives in every one of us. It trumps all others. A human declaration that tells us to have strength in the face of pain, reminding us that we know the difference between right and wrong. Courage stands before a world so overwhelmingly broken, and it says we must do better. It goes before a system so corrupt, so shattered, and it says we will not bend, not on my watch. A hero could be any one of us, because we are all born with courage. Let no one tell you differently. History's greatest victories came from one decision, and all were based on courage. So today, we begin a new era. An era where fear is no longer used as an instrument against the weak, keeping the good silent, ducked off in the shadows, but instead allowing us to take a step forth from the darkness, using it as our ally. Because fear, the double-edged sword that it is, now belongs in the hands of the people. As long as 2 or more of us have courage, the rest of us might have a chance. No longer will we run, because our time is now. This is our era, an era of the night.